the bird area. This has been here ever since we opened the Crisis House, that we decided what we wanted on the walls was a theme that would do several things for the people staying here. Something nice that was in nature, that might provoke an interest, which wouldn't cost a lot of money, in other words, watching birds. And with all these bird pictures, the same principles apply, that you've got some painted by our own people. Those ducks up there were painted by one of our users. This wall is seascapes mainly, boats, and it's the same idea of a non-threatening and tranquil type of picture, which will appeal to the people who've got a lot of disturbance in their lives. Round the corner here, it's mainly horses and hunting stud, you know, hunting prints, that sort of thing. And then this wall isn't, it's just colours, pinks and blues and silver. It's like more of a thematic sort of thing. I'll take you into the Pete Shaughnessy suite. Pete Shaughnessy was a very beloved leader in the mental health user movement, who sadly died. He committed suicide a few years ago, and he was extremely popular, and we decided that we would name one of our rooms in his honour, in his memory. And this is one of our sanctuary rooms. This is a double room. Lights are important again, so you have lights and lamps. Mirrors are very important again. We make sure that there is a mirror and there's another one there. People can take an interest in their appearance, in doing their hair and so on. Because this room is ready for crisis, you just open the drawer, and inside you will find that you've got your toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, hairbrush, comb, scissors, nightie, all ready for you. And I think in here we've got underwear and slippers and a dressing gown and a spare jumper in case you're cold. Yes, we've got all of those. So that if you did come in the middle of the night, you haven't got to be starting to worry that you haven't got your stuff. It's all there ready. And then through here is your bathroom. So you've got your toilet, your wash basin and your shower. And I leave clean fresh towels and soap out ready for the person. So I've basically fixed it so that you can literally just come in, flop in the chair, and you don't have any worries. Everything is provided. The fridge is controversial. Some people say they don't want a fridge in a bedroom because it's taking up room. My original idea of putting a small fridge in the bedroom was, if you're stumbling around thirsty in the middle of the night because of your medication, you don't want to go stumbling through the house. Drinks in the fridge beside the bed. But we leave it flexible up to people. If they don't want the fridge, we can always move it out. This is the library, and you've got the internet. Free access to the internet so that you can get onto the internet. All the books, we've got mental health books, but we've got all kinds of other books as well. You've got fiction, you've got non-fiction, whatever you're interested in, you can sit in here in the library and read. You've got television. I always am a great one for keeping spare televisions, so that if it's the World Cup and the television goes on the blink in the middle of it, all you've got to do is just put the other television on. And it's just quite nice just to, I can sit back here and watch the television and have nobody pestering me. Brian's room is called the Judy Chamberlain, and it's named after an American lady who was a leading light in the mental health movement, and I named it in her honour. We're now coming in to their kitchen. This kitchen is exclusively for the guests who are staying. It's exclusively for the guests, and they've got a proper cooker as well as a microwave, and they've got a fridge freezer. Again, I try to keep it reasonably tidy. You know, the knives and forks and things, all the cooking implements if they want to do proper cooking. And I also am a great believer in keeping spares of everything. You see there's a spare toaster there. So if that one goes on the blink, you've only got to open the door and there's another one. It's this thing of you know, not having to worry if things break. I think this has been knocked over by a pussycat. That's what I would imagine has happened there. I think that is more or less it. The tour of the house.